And then put the lid on and it stays flat. Open the lid. Right. Got some pink Himalayan salt in there. We're gonna wash our eggs. Thank you for the eggs, honey. Gotta wash the dirt and the chicken butt off. Alright, we got our eggs washed. It's from the farm, that's how we wash it. You pick your own eggs, so when you go home you gotta wash them. Or you can wash them every morning like I do, or all at once, I don't know. But I guess it's a preference thing of when you want to do it. And all I put is little pink salt, that's it. Nothing more. Well, just a pinch. It's good for asthma and decongestion and clearing out mucus and little thyme. Organic thyme. Remember, thyme. Or with the H, the thyme. Thyme. I guess it's silent, the H, thyme. Taha. Thyme. So you can look it up. If you make, put 2 spoons with hot water, let it sit for a minute. And then strain it out and drink the water. Or you can just eat it raw. You can eat the thymes raw. But it's very good with asthma and helps you breathe. And clears congestion and allergies, sinus. So, thyme is really good. Definitely a good seasoning to have. It's a medicine. Alrighty. It's a little different. We're going to be doing the air fry French toast. Let's get the air fry hooked up here. We got the hash browns looking crispy. Just got to flip them over. Alright. Just organic eggs and pink salt and a little bit of thyme seasoning. Very tiny bit, like maybe 5 little pieces, 5 grains. Alright, there's one. We stand it up kind of. You don't want it laying down, you want it kind of stand it up. Ooh, that almost got me. We'll just rotate the camera. Oh, organic French toast with whole grain bread. Don't use enriched grain. Enriched grain is the government's way of trying to poison you, and I mean poison you. Like you ain't ever been poisoned before. And it just makes you lazy, worthless, no thoughts, brain fog when you eat enriched grain, which is a chemical version of bread. Literally. Literally bleach, powdered versions of vitamins and nutrients that are supposed to be in there. They do that because they want the shelf life to be long. And when they do that, they remove the nutrients because they remove the wheat germ grain. So the only way to put it back, the FDA tells them, they'll put some synthetic nutrients back in there. It'll be alright. No, it won't. Your body doesn't break down synthetic nutrients, which are chemical versions. The scientists and companies spend billions of dollars to replicate. But anything that gets you the right amount of salt, sugar, combo, chemical version, flavored, to get you hooked, yeah, they'll do it. our country cared about us, they wouldn't have the grocery store looking the way it does. With so much cereal and everything's chocolate this, Kit Kat flavored this, whatever, caramel this, lime, the cereal flavored sodas, soda being like the number one thing you see. Probably the number one consumed thing is Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. And processed sugar is full of organic, not organic, they're full of stem cells that cause cancer to grow. Only processed sugar has that. RFK's trying, but I don't know how much he can do. He's just learning about it and doing everything he can, but we'll see. It's easy to get attached to people, and then those people are easy to get persuaded, or it's hard to trust people in position. One minute they're good, they're human, so they can do wrong just like us. But this should look good. It looks gross right now. Ew, it just fell over. But I guarantee in a few minutes it's gonna be good. 7 minutes, 25 seconds. Alright. Put a little bam, spice it up. You know what I mean? See that little button up there? When you press that, your day is gonna be amazing. It's called the subscribe button up in that corner. Now what that's gonna do, especially when you subscribe and you don't want to subscribe. You do it just because you want to have that energy for the day. What goes around comes around kind of thing. And it's true, because I'm going to subscribe right back. I literally do. I subscribe to people that have like 0 subscriber, no content. And I try to become their first subscriber and tell them to put some stuff out there. Whoever you are, whatever you do, put something out there. Let the world know you were here. When I pass away, I want to have 10,000 videos at least. I think we're on 600 now. Almost 600 videos or more. Not the best on camera, but I make it happen when I can. Because of ADHD, I have multiple categories of channels. I literally have like 12 channels open. But this one has the most subscribers. I have a couple of other channels that have like 250 subs or something like that. But I decided to put them all in one place. And people get tired of seeing the same thing forever, so it's good to have different content. I know that whole theory that, if they click on you for this, but then they see you posting this, they'll unsubscribe. So what? They'll be back. They'll get tired of the same old. But it's cold in Florida today. It is cold. For me it's cold. Of course we don't go outside too much when it's cold, just bare minimum or whatever we have to do unless you're landscaping. Or roofing. Ooh, today's a cold day to be on the roof. But I ended up getting the job. The client said yes to the price. It's a big pool screen enclosure, about it's about 50 feet by 25 feet, the length and width, and the height in the middle is 12 feet. So I said, yeah. I told him the average price. I had put just a tad bit more than I think I needed, but I still try to underprice more than the competitors. And pool screen you got to have right vendors to get the materials for that. You can't just go to Home Depot and buy a thing to build a whole lanai pool screen. Unless it's a small kit, like a 6x6. This is a huge one. So I'm going to put all new fasteners. I'm going to put caps over the fasteners. I'm going to rescreen all the screen that's tore or broke. He wants me to patch some of them. Like, no, don't patch. Just redo the whole screen. And then you got the Florida glass, the PVC screen that goes on top for the rain. So I got to do those. And then there's called the super gutter. The super gutter are gutters on pool screen enclosures that are also gutters for the house that connect together, so both of the water goes there. So those are called super gutter. I got to replace that. And then I got a level. He has leaking on his roof on the patio part outside. And it's supposed to be sloped so the water goes down. But over the years it came up, so the water's going back the wrong way, coming into the patio. So we're going to fix that, put some poles. We'll put 2 poles. We'll put one height, one low, and we'll put a long piece on the bottom just to keep that stable support. So we'll have like a ridge. We'll have like a joist going across 2 posts pretty much. That should hold it up. And then we're going to repaint and reseal everything. Give it 2 coats, give it 2 clear coats, at least 2 coats of clear coat. Put new splines, put all new fasteners. Let's for example, if you're going to a pull screen enclosure and you're wanting to replace all the fasteners, that's usually about $2,000, $2,500 just for that fee. And I don't break down the material and the job. I do them both. I do it all together as a result. I charge for a result. Because when people try to get you on, break down the material, they're wanting to. Not all the time, but sometimes they just want to see how much you're making. But then sometimes they're going to want to, you didn't spend that much of material. That means I get this much back. I'm like, no, it don't work like that. You know. But especially I'm having to go around to a lot of different vendors. And yeah, that's all. But it's going to be a good day. The breakfast is looking good. We got the coffee about to bust up in there. Hold on, we got to flip the toast. See, now we got the hash brown. The hash brown's finished cooked, but then we poured eggs on top. So we got like that egg embedded in the hash brown. Gotta flip it over. If you don't flip it, it's gonna be soggy and eggy on the other side. You won't be able to eat it. See, it's toasted here, but here it's not because it was folded back. So we'll flip it over. See, this side's nice toasty, but this side's all wet. So yeah, you gotta stand it up. That's the better way. You can lay it down too, but I'm telling you, standing it up gets it a little more even for me. But there's 8 billion of you people out there, so I'm sure there's 8 billion different ways you could tell me how to do that. And they're all right. All of them are correct. It's called being open-minded. Don't argue with all the perceptions, accept them. You don't got to do them, but just understand them. Had some good workout today. I feel a little sore, but not too bad. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a good sore. That means I ripped and pulled the right muscles yesterday during the workout. My biceps hurting a little bit. That's good. I was working on those bicep peaks, putting the elbows back and curling and holding and curl. And then go slow down. Just focus, only isolating, doing isometrics at the same time. Working on the peak. But yeah, I can't wait to start this job. I'll probably have one of my workers, Adam, I'll probably have him come help. I wish John was here, but sadly he went back to Portugal. That was one of my best workers. But that guy can tile he could tile a whole 3-bedroom house in one day by himself. Tile and grout. It's perfect clean, no haze, no cleanup necessary, just perfect. But yeah, John, if you're seeing this, come back. But yeah, if you can click that subscribe button up there. Alright, we gotta get the hot water going. Oh, no. Coffee's almost ready. Don't drink soda, guys. Throw that stuff out. Just water. If you want to talk fast like me, drink water. People joke ADHD is a bad thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can get a whole lot done. You can focus on a whole lot more. Even if you do shift back and forth, who cares? As long as you get it done. But I'm telling you, when I drink soda, I had brain fog, lethargy, headaches all the time, just laziness, wanting to take a sleep, wanting to take a nap. I quit Coca-Cola, boom, gone. It's been 3 years now, just water. And I'll drink some unsweet tea, sometimes some coconut water, but I know the coconut water is bad too. I know because after a few years of having no sugar, I had the coconut water, which had sugar in it. My legs instantly went numb. My hands were going numb. I was like, ah, yeah, it's the sugar going through all your central nervous system, all your arteries, and it steals moisture from nearby nerves, and also exchanging with the chemical version of them. So the sugar damages your nerves, kills your nerves. That's why you lose your legs when you get diabetes. Most people get diabetic will have their limbs cut off, and then dementia follows. Telling you, sugar is the corporate of all disease viruses. That's why it's just flooded up in that grocery store. Processed sugar too, not organic cane sugar. No way. Organic, you might be a little healthy, even though still some issue. But ain't nothing's like issues of processed sugar. Why they passed a law saying that they don't have to warn us that it's processed sugar. They just have to write the word sugar. So if you see the word sugar, just know that's a gamble. It's real 50% or higher chance that's processed sugar. Now, if you want organic cane sugar, it will say that. And the label's definitely going to write that on there because they're going to want you to know it's not processed. So you're not going to ever see a label say processed chemical sugar. But they do have to tell you that about grains. Enriched grain. It'll say enriched bleached grain on a bunch of breads. Nature's Own, Sara Lee, all of them. Your favorite brands, yes. Yes, there might be some attachment, but screw that attachment. My health is more important than any bond I formed between some food brands. You know, my health is more important than my temptation taste. Which, that's a hard thing to do. But when you think, oh yeah, we gotta get that. No, that needs to be higher. Hold on. Almost done, Shannon. One minute left. 1 minute 40 seconds. Zero added sugar. That's the only thing I've had that's kind of sweet is this. But it has zero added sugar, but there is still a little. They call it zero. And I noticed a lot of the, all of this is like sold out. Like as soon as I see this up, it's gone. Next up, come on, coffee. Yeah, but I am excited about getting that pool job. Just have to make sure I get all the materials I need. I'm going to do something nice and add something for free in there to them. It's a patented product that isn't easily available, or know it about. And it looks like aluminum. It goes inside the pool cage, but it goes in the corner and it has a hole for your extension cords to come through. So I'm going to add a couple of those in there for free for the guy. Plus, it's one of my doctors. I've gotten the jobs from a few doctors I work with. Sometimes the doctor's office, sometimes not. Subscribe if you like coffee. Subscribe if you don't. Come on. I even get you little people to subscribe to me. You know how I know? Because I didn't subscribe 5 minutes later. Oh man, I got one. Oh, I lost two. That happens sometimes though. Woo! It's done, baby. That coffee French toast at the same time. Right. That's why we put the egg on there. See, the egg covered that hash brown. French toast, hash brown, and an orange. Ooh, don't fall down. That'd be embarrassing. Where you at, French toast? That's a half a piece. My wife's always like, I just want one piece. I'm like, what about this little piece extra? I'm trying to make sure she's got her energy for the day, that's all. And I'll use the raw organic or any kind of raw local honey. So I'm putting like 3 teaspoons of organic, raw, unfiltered honey. Again, local is important because you want local bees to make it. That way it's local allergies. But if you don't, whatever you got's okay. Just make sure it's real honey. So much fake honey is syruped down. It's unbelievable today. It's unbelievable. But what's unbelievable is the all the corruption you see going on with really not too much punishment. Sugar-free syrup. Only recommend eating it in the breakfast, or a 0 if you can. This is one of the things that I want to improve on, is by being able to eat breakfast with 0 syrup. That's just a temptation that I'm working on avoiding. Yeah. Uh-oh, say hi, Eddie. 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 Hey, Bo Beeps. Tell them subscribing. Subscribe. You was a good girl. You was a baby bones. You the babies. Okay. What's up, guys? Almost done. Got the coffee going. Let me give it a taste. Just a little creamer. Caramel macchiato, 0 grams added sugar. Well, it says caramel macchiato inspired flavor. Oh, I guess because McDonald's had that first, probably. I'm guessing that's why it says inspired flavor instead of their own idea. Ah, the coffee's good. Almost done. 1 second.
Your home tells a story. Ecobee smart thermostat. You can tell a story. Ecobee. Get yourself a smart home.
There we go. And we got orange. Florida orange. Alright, y'all. Let me go feed the family. They're all waiting. Click that subscribe. You'll see me do some tool reviews and jobs using this and many other tools. Subscribe right there. See you later. Make with Mike. I'll be back for